it was somewhat surprising because while it still feels like a small airline. I've been there for over 25 years now, and it's when you see the numbers that are compiled on a national basis, it is impressive. I was there back in 2002 in Girona on the day that we opened, and I suppose that is a touch point for what we've done elsewhere in Spain. If you think about the product that was in the Costa Brava that was beginning to become outdated, because the reason people flew to the Costa Brava in the 1960s was because that's how far the airplanes could fly without refueling. And then gradually the infrastructure, and it's, the problem sometimes with a tour operator type model, it has its role, was that a lot of the money that is generated ends up finding its way outside of Spain, back to Germany or the UK. And I think in Girona, when we opened that airport, they had no traffic, zero during the winter. And that day when we were opening for the first route from Frankfurt Hahn, even the guy I remember who was told to come in and sell sandwiches for the day thought it was a joke that nobody was going to arrive at the airport. Who flew to Girona? People in Girona didn't know where the airport was. There were no bus connections, there were no taxis, there was nothing. And what we've done is that airline travel has become a commodity. Airlines rightfully should be taking less, so should the airports, should be taking less, because people don't want to go to an airport and don't particularly want to be on an airplane. They want to get to where they're going. And you look at the specialisms in tourism that came about in the Costa Brava, whether it was walking, whether it was cycling teams that were using it, whether it was a winter destination for skiing that people hadn't heard of outside of Spain before, and you make it affordable. If you bring people, the tourism industry will react, and not just in the same way, and the winners there are the innovators. And we've seen that initial experiment in Girona multiply all across Spain, whether it's in Andalusia, Santiago, in places that people just didn't think of going in Spain.
I'm from Costa Brava. I'm from a little town from Costa Brava.
Which one?
La Scala.
Oh, I know La Scala.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm from La
I mean,
Scala near Girona, so I can confirm what you are saying.
I went to the place with the longest name, which was Calella de Palafrugell.
Very good place.
I could never spell it. My sat nav didn't work for the first 2 years.